We're now looking at arcs, the idea of an arc, which is part of a circle. So for example, RS would be an arc, ST would be an arc, and RT would be an arc as well. We're looking at central angles, and we're also looking at minor arcs and major arcs here. So the first thing to remember is that the central angle, for example, would be RPS. That would be an example of a central angle. And the arc that matches it is RS. Arc RS also happens to be 110 degrees. So when they ask us to find different things such as arc RS, and actually it would be the measure of arc RS. So we would have a little m here. So the measure of arc RS is equal to the central angle, which is RPS, and both of those are 110. For this next part, we want to find RTS. If you notice, there are 2 letters here, there are 3 letters here. Whenever we have 2 letters, it's going to be a minor arc. When it's 3 letters, it could be a major arc, a minor arc, or a semicircle. Now, in case you didn't look at the definitions, a minor arc is less than 180 degrees, a major arc is more than 180 degrees, and semicircle is exactly 180 degrees. So when we do RTS, we start at R, go through T, and end up at S. So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can say this plus this, or if you look at it, this is 110 and we're doing everything except for the 110. So in this case, what I'd do is 360 minus 110. So 360 minus 110 gives us 250. So again, this is a major arc. And finally, RST, which goes around this way. If you notice, this would make this 180 degrees, which makes this angle right here 70 degrees because this is a diameter. So it's a semicircle. The measure of the arc RST is 180. Now we're looking at the arc addition postulate, and if you notice, we want to find the measure of arc AC, so we start at A and go around to C. What we do is we'd add these 2 central angles together, and that would also equal this arc right here. So if we do that, AB plus BC, so it's this arc plus this arc, which is really this angle plus this angle. And if we add those, we get 137. If we're doing measure of arc ACD, that means we start here, we go all the way around. Well, we already figured out this angle, so we could say, I'm sorry, this arc AC, so we could just add 83 to that. So it's AC plus CD, and AC was 137. CD is 83. Altogether, that gives us 220 going from A to C to D. And the reason why we do that is because we're not sure if we're going around this way or this way. So we can't call it AD. ADC would go from here to D to C, and that's a major arc. Remember, again, this was 137. So since we know this is 137, we should do 360, which is a whole circle, minus that 137. So we'd get 360 minus 137, which is 223. And then for EBD, if you notice again, the only angle that's not in this arc is the 61 degrees. So again, we would do 360 minus 61. Rather than adding up all of these, it would be easier to do 360 minus this minor arc. So 360 minus 61 gives us 299. Alright, now for this, they're going to give us an arc, and we have to say, is it a major arc, minor arc, or semicircle, and then find the measure of the arc. So the first one, we've got TQ. TQ is less than 180, plus it has 2 letters. So whenever it's 2 letters, it's a minor arc. And the measure of the arc is 120 degrees. For the next one, we've got QRT. If you notice, that's more than 180 degrees, so it's a major arc. And if we wanted to, we could do 360 minus 120, which is 240. For TQR, we've got TQR. If you look, 120 and 60 gives us 180. Therefore, this is a semicircle. And for QS, Q all the way around to here, we know this is 80, so this is 100. So these two together give us 160. TS is a minor arc, and that is 80 degrees. And RST, again, we knew that these two equaled 180, so those two equal 180 as well. This is a semicircle, and the measure is 180. And we're done. Thanks.